We've all seen that TM or the registered logo all over. What does that actually mean? What exactly are intellectual property rights? And if you have your own business or you're planning to start a startup, how can you use those to your advantage to legally make your business safe and secure? Learn all about it from our elementary expert today. What's up, everyone? My name is Kritank and welcome to another episode of Elementary Experts. Today we have with us Pragati Sharma. She's an intellectual property rights or an IPR lawyer, and she's been awarded as one of the top 50 emerging IPR lawyers in the world. So thank you so much, Pragati, for being with us here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Kritank.
So first things first, what exactly do you mean by intellectual property rights?
Well, intellectual property rights stand for anything that comes out of your intellect. So it's in a layman language. It clearly means whatever you have created out of your human abilities, out of your mind. So it is your own creation. The common IPR that we have are patents, trademark, copyright, industrial designs, and geographical indication, and of course, trade secret.
So Pragati, that brings us to the question, why exactly is IPR important?
So Kritank, intellectual property is extremely important for fostering innovation. So we all know that for patent, trademarks, copyright, these are our own creativity, and it's very important to protect your creativity because this creativity tomorrow will give you the benefits you want from the market. Of course, if you're protecting it, with time, the valuation of the intellectual property going to increase.
So can you explain to us what are the different types of intellectual properties?
Well, Kritank, I'm going to start with patents. We are giving legal protection to your inventions. So generally, there are a lot of inventors out there who are not even employed with a company. Or even if there is a company, they have come up with a product or a process, then we are giving them legal protection. Why? Because you get 20 years for reaping the benefits of the invention that you have invented.
Awesome. So what exactly are trademarks then?
A trademark could be a brand name, a company name, a tagline. Anything that identifies your product or services and distinguishes from others. Now, you all must have seen that Uber has not a single car with them, but still Uber is all over the world. That's the power of a brand name. So when you register a brand name, you register them in the category of trademark. And that actually becomes your trademark. It's self-explanatory. It becomes your trademarks. It identifies your business. And of course, no matter wherever you go, in whichever country you go, you are identified by that only. So whenever you go for a trademark protection, it's very important that you need to understand that you get the protection for 10 years. And after that, subsequently, you renew your trademark.
So you mentioned how to protect a brand name, but how does somebody more creative, let's say a musician or an artist protect their work?
Well, Kritank, for that we have copyright. Now, copyright is provided for protection of music, literary or artistic work. Even for a painting, if you want to go and protect your painting, if you have written a book, any literary work, if you have a song, they can go for copyright.
So earlier you had mentioned something called industrial design as well as trade secrets. What about those? What are those for?
Industrial designs protects the ornamental aspect of an article, whether it's the 2D, that's two-dimensional, or 3D, three-dimensional article. The whole the pattern, the shape, you can actually protect that using industrial designs. So whenever you are going for industrial designs, you generally get registration for 10 years. It can be extended up to 5 years. Trade secrets are business formulation and even business method also. They are also counted as trade secrets. A lot of companies don't like to spill that. And these are basically information that are behind the closed doors of the company, the technical know-how. And to protect trade secrets, we have non-disclosure agreement. So a very popular example of a trade secret, if I may give, is of Coca-Cola. The formulation of Coca-Cola is still not known to us. And of course, I'm sure Coca-Cola, the way they have preserved the formulation, it will never come out.
So now that we know the different types of intellectual property rights, where does your role as a lawyer come in?
Our role comes right from the beginning because a registration is not sacrosanct. It's mere a prima facie evidence that you are the owner of an intellectual property. However, it can always be disputed in court. So right from the beginning also, before you go for the registration of your, let's say, intellectual property, you can contact an IPR lawyer. So any IPR lawyer that you are in touch with will do registration. Generally, it's called prosecution. The lawyer will help you in prosecution. And of course, tomorrow, let's say you have a competitor who opposes your trademark and file a case against you, then of course you will need an IPR lawyer in the court of law.
So what would be your advice for our viewers who have their own startup?
Well, Pritank, for startups, I would like to say that any aim of a startup is to have minimum investment, maximum benefit. So how do you get maximum benefit is through protection of intellectual property. Say there is a startup, there is a business person who wants to launch a product. So first of all and foremost, what they should do is protect the brand name with which they are launching a product. So once you are protecting your brand name, you are ensuring that once you float it in the market, it reaches to everyone without anybody copying your product. So let's say if you have a registration for your brand name, you can of course take any kind of action, civil or criminal, against the person who's copying your brand name. Similarly, it goes with legal invention also. There are a lot of remedies in patent law as well. So anybody who is copying your invention, who is illegally using your invention, you can take civil and criminal remedies against that person who is copying your invention and selling in the market without your knowledge. So another very important remedy that we have is going to the court. So when we are going to the court for seeking the relief that we can get are, one is injunction, then second is whatever profit the other party has made, we can of course claim the profits, accounts of profits, and very importantly, we can also claim the damages. So whatever damages you have suffered because of the loss in business, because of the copying of your product or your idea by the other party, you can of course claim the damages once you go in court.
So now I've got a question for you, which I've always thought about. If I, let's say, register my company or my brand name in India where I'm operating out of, does it mean automatically it's registered, all across the globe? Or do I actually have to, go and register it in the countries that I probably or possibly want to operate out of?
I would just like to say here that when you are creating a brand name, you are the first creator of that brand name. Even let's say any IPR. So even worldwide, you will be treated as the first creator, provided that you are filing your mark in your home country. So let's say if you have filed your mark in India, it doesn't mean that it is automatically protected in US or Germany. You have to go there. If you are like selling your products over there, you have to ensure that you have a separate registration in US and separate registration in Germany or wherever you want to sell your products. You need to have registration over there as well. However, still I would say all those who cannot afford registration worldwide should definitely have registration in their home country, India.
This has been a really interesting conversation and I've truly learned a lot today. Thank you so much for sharing with us your awesome advice.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Pritank. Thanks a lot.
For all of our viewers here today, don't forget to like the video and of course subscribe to our channel for many more such videos. Do let us know in the comment section below what other topics you'd love to learn about. For now, take care and stay safe.